Welcome to Steps Gaming. This is Kristen Steps, and today we had some huge news. We have the cabinet that everyone's been waiting for since the last one was released. Since Marvel vs. Capcom and X-Men vs. Street Fighter cabinets were released, we're like, what's next? When's Marvel vs. Capcom 2, right? Well, it gets no bigger than this. It gets no bigger than this. We have freed MVC2 today with Arcade1Up's announcement in them having the rights to release the Marvel vs. Capcom 2 cabinet. And this has been rumored. It's been rumored for like 2 years, and we're finally here. We're finally at the day. My eyes have seen the cabinet, and the rumors were true. So I wanted to make this video because I think everybody knows I'm a Capcom shill. I love Capcom. I love Arcade1Up. Arcade1Up and Capcom is like amazing to me. It's like the top tier like goodness in the world. And so when this was announced finally, and I finally got to see what the product was. I mean, it wasn't a surprise, but I finally got to see what it was. The question was, do I like it? Is it everything I wanted it to be? And we're pretty damn close. It's almost perfect. It's almost perfect. So I heard last night what the cabinet looked like. Okay, I didn't see pictures, but somebody told me. I didn't know if that was true, you know, because people talk and things go through. So, looking at the cabinet, I love that it's an homage to the PS2 and Xbox art. You know, they're very limited art for Marvel vs. Capcom 2, I believe. I mean, you could either have this photo on the side art that has like 53 characters, which is just too much. It's too busy. It won't look good. The Dreamcast cover is really good looking, but I think it would have been hard to put on this cab. And so somebody took the time to find a way to use the characters that were on the original PS2 box and replicate it and you know, make it work so it looks just like it. And I think it's good. And you can see up there in the corner, there's the original art, and you can see it's slightly different, but they were able to do it, and it does remind you of that cover. So I give the art a 9 out of 10. And the only reason it's not a 10 out of 10 from me is there's no female characters on the cabinet. So if they used that on the side, that would have been cool. Maybe, you know, you could put a female character somewhere else. I don't know. But Morgan would have been really cool. Felicia would have been cool. You know, something different. I noticed that the marquee is different than the marquee that I remember playing, but I played it on Big Blue originally. It's very reminiscent of the Marvel Capcom 1 marquee, but I feel like they stayed true to the cabinet. So they did do that. And then the control deck, we got the Street Fighter 2 vibe going on there. And so sometimes Marvel vs. Capcom would be put in a Street Fighter 2 cabinet, and then it would just be modded over, and they would leave that design. So that design works. I think the reason they went that way was because it looks better with their cabinet design than the Metal Grate look, but I love the Metal Grate look. I mean, that's what I love about the Marvel Capcom series, so it's tough, but I think the call was fair to go with that design for the control deck. It was definitely fair, and it looks good, and it looks good without the 1UP logo on the front, actually. I like it better. So, design of the cabinet, like I said, I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10. It's pretty good. I'm very happy with it, very excited with it. And then the riser is pretty basic. I like my basic risers. I really do. I like them better basic than too much. I think that the first Marvel Capcom riser is too busy. This one is just very straight and to the point, and I definitely like it. I hear that the speakers are going to be good. We got spectator mode, which is perfect. It sounds like it's going to be just like the one Marvel Capcom or X-Men Street Fighter you already have and know. So they didn't make any changes. And so somebody had to go in and program this game to work in that. And so that's actually impressive, because Marvel vs. Capcom 2, being Naomi, is a different beast, and to be able to integrate, that's great. And if they could do that, they could use their Capcom interface in other cabinets, I believe. So that's the one takeaway from this. Maybe we should look at this lobby system and put it on these other cabinets, whether we use Code Mystics or not, right? Because obviously, Marvel vs. Capcom 2 is happening with it. The game lineup, right? So let's take a look here. I got Arcade1Up up here. Marvel vs. Capcom 2 is back. There's the cabinet, which I have on the side there. We freed Marvel vs. Capcom 2. Has been unavailable since 2013. It arrives with Wi-Fi play. So we got Marvel vs. Capcom 2. That's the one everybody wants, right? We got the first Marvel vs. Capcom. We got Marvel Superheroes vs. Street Fighter. We got X-Men vs. Street Fighter. Marvel Superheroes. X-Men Children of the Atom. X-Men Mutant Apocalypse. And Marvel Superheroes and War of the Gems. The last two there, just take them off. Make it a six game cab. That's what I would have done. Okay? The game list is Flawless Victory if you just put these 6. These other two, they don't need to be there. Now, I granted, if you put them on there, they're trying to impress retailers. So if you have to put them on there, okay. But I wish they weren't on there, okay? I'm never going to play them. I don't think any of us are ever going to play them. But if it impresses retailers and that's what you got to do to sell cabinets, okay. But I think this thing sold itself with just MVC2. And actually, if you just had MVC2 on it, it would have sold itself. I think you're going to get some new Arcade1Up owners. I really do. I mean, this is their biggest chance to increase their base of loyal customers. Because I really feel like if you could get this off, you could probably get some more sales down the road with like Street Fighter 3 Third Strike. That's another big one that they really need to market well after this one. They really need to have a good plan for. So I think this is their chance to grow their base. This is their chance at EVO next year. They should do EVO again. They should announce Third Strike. You know, maybe I'm giving bad advice. I don't know. I think it's good. I think it's really good advice, actually. And next year, yeah, I'll be there. I'll plan for it. And I'll just have to make sure I set some money aside, because it looks like everybody's having a fun time, right? So anyway, I'm very pleased with it. It's pretty close to my dream cabinet as far as the Marvel Capcom series is concerned. I mean, I like the big blue cab design better, but I don't like the way the deck slants down. This doesn't appear to do that as much. So, you win some, you lose some, but all in all, this is fantastic. This is hands down, for me, the best cabinet that I've seen come out of them. Just the game lineup, the design, like it's great. And that Blitz I just saw too, that leaked Blitz image, I'll have to do a video talking about that, because that thing is sexy too, and it made me want Blitz. And I think a lot of people with the Blitz are going to be, these Blitz haters are going to be, they're going to be surprised, because it looks like they definitely got the NFL involved. We'll see what the gameplay is, but anyway, Marvel Capcom 2 pre-order start September 8th. And I'm sure you all saw the news, but I'm going to put a link to Arcade1Up site in this video. So if you want to get on the list so you can be notified when pre-orders go live, you could do that. And I also want to go ahead and thank Arcade1Up for all the work they've done to get this and to make this happen. And whatever convincing you had to do between Disney and Capcom, that's not an easy task. And to make the cabinet look as legit and awesome as possible, when we all know these things were just put in basic cabs and just thrown a sticker on the side, right? that's what they had. And everyone, I hope that you are excited and as hyped as I am. Make sure that you pre-order this cabinet, that you order this cabinet. I have no problems telling you that. This is the one to have. This is the cabinet to have. Over everything. This is the cabinet. This is the one you want. This is the one I want. It's one. This is gonna have these lobbies on these Marvel Capcom cab. There's always people in there. There's gonna be even more on this cabinet, and I'm really looking forward to it. I can't even tell you. And this will be great. And the fact that it has all the games on it, so I can simplify and just have one cab behind me with all of them, that makes me happy. It's all my favorite games on one cabinet. Will I get rid of the other one? I don't know. Maybe I'll take it apart and put it somewhere. But I have the PCB, and I have I have PCBs for X-Men Street Fighter, and I'm going to be using these to do tournaments and games and stuff on Super Sunday Night Turbo. So I'll probably keep it and just take it apart. We'll see. We'll see, or maybe somebody wants to sell the cabinet and I could sell it, and I'll keep the PCB. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I tell you what, if you haven't yet, please go ahead and subscribe. It's an honor and a privilege that you decide to watch my content today. And please comment down below how excited you are that Arcade1Up has freed MVC2. If you're going to pre-order this thing, if you like the design, maybe what would you have done differently? Let me know that too. And be ready. That's all I got to say. Be ready. This is going to be the #1 cabinet. It is. Anyway, until next time.